Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Gameblot. This is Terraria. So we're picking up immediately where we left off from the last episode again, same as we did previously, and we have found a thing. Right towards the end of the last episode, we found a little house all the way underground. Very good stuff. Normally these things contain chests and other amazing loot. They contain a few different machines and such. The chest for this one is actually all the way down here. It is a gold chest. Ah, yes! Good, we've got our first equipable item. Even better. Alright, it is a guarding band of regeneration. It goes in our equipable slots below our armor. It's also a material, which means it can be combined with something else later down the track. It slowly regenerates our life when we're damaged. It also gives us an extra 2 defense. I will go into this at some point as well, what the different things mean. So guarding obviously means something. It means it has 2 defense. There are better modifiers that we can get at a later point when we have a particular NPC called... What's his name? Someone help me out here, please. Is he like a goblin or something? For memory. I think he is I think his name is, or his NPC type is goblin, and he allows you to reforge stuff. It's been a couple of months since I played this, and obviously my memory's not the greatest. I did say I'd get the wiki up, but I was so excited to open that chest that I clean forgot I would have been able to tell you all of this. Unfortunately, when I tab out, the music does stop, so I think I will probably save tabbing out and looking at things so that I can tell you them all later for between episodes. Because we are professional. Not really. We just like to make believe and play pretend. Alright. Yep, more rope. And more rope and jump. Oh, this cave system. It's fantastic. It's got so much stuff. So many things. It's great. Oh, more cobwebs. Also on the lookout for... nope, no wires. Oh, that's a bit of a drop. Hey! This is good. I like this, but we have a full inventory. What don't we want? Stone! We don't want stone. We're actually going to have to go back. We get to go and we get to show off something pretty cool in a second. Once we've finished mining out this amethyst, I am actually going to go back to our spawn. However, I am not going to do it in a way that people would normally think. Normally, if you didn't have what we have, the particular item that we are going to be using, you would have to, obviously... I know I'm going to be using the rope anyway because this is a good area to access for our next sojourn. Oh, crap. I think... No, water. Ice slimes. Lovely. Oh, and we found our next biome as well. That's great. Right. Perfect time to show it. Our recall potions. Let's get out of here. They allow us to zing, as it were, all the way back to our base. We haven't done any more work here because we've obviously been in our cave. But yes, that is the item, our recall potion, to be replaced at a later date with something called a magic mirror. Alright, let's actually start by turning all of our ores into bars, them that we can. Right, that's the gold done. We've got some tungsten here. We've got lots of iron. Add that to our little pile. And we got tin. Now, depending on the world... look, we've made our first iron anvil as well. That's great. Now, depending on what kind of a world you have spawned in, lead is interchangeable... iron is interchangeable for lead. Tin is interchangeable with copper. So we probably won't be finding any copper in this particular map. And if we do, it's usually going to be from something like the Extractinator. There's a machine that hopefully we'll get soon, so I can show you that sooner rather than later. Alright, we can now upgrade that. 100 silver coins becomes 1 gold coin, 100 copper coins become a silver, and 100 gold coins becomes a platinum, which is the highest currency that you can get in this game. Good. we can make our next couple of items, things that I really would want to need. So the amethyst hook. This is important. It is only the first tier of said items, but it'll allow us to do some really, really nifty stuff. Other things that we can now make, obviously there are some more pots and such, some more items that we can create. I'm going to put all of our chests in our ores chest as well, because you do actually use them. You do actually create them using metal. And our first chandelier, because we are just a little bit fancy. That'll all go into a different chest again. Actually, we're going to take this other chest. We're going to make a new chest for ourselves, a new thing that we can use, and this is going to be just a sundries chest for things that we don't really quite have room for yet, but we'll be actually using later on. This includes our brown pressure plates, our potions, the sand. I think I'm actually going to turn into glass now. Okay, pink vase. This will allow us to make potions sometime in the near future. Glass is important for us as well. I guess sand could be considered an ore at some point, and glass its raw form. Ice blocks and snow will have to go in our sundries chest as well. It's unfortunate. Dirt. Oh dear. Look, we're already having to use our gold chest. Our gold chest will be just for I think just for blocks. Yeah, blocks. This will be our blocks chest. For things like our stone, our dirt. The dart trap can go in our sundries chest. I don't know if you see what I just did there, but I tapped my E key, and I think, yeah, we'll put our gems into our ores chest as well. All right, we picked up some more plants. The other thing we can do is just see this button here. Quick stack to nearby chests. It'll take anything in our inventory that isn't highlighted to be saved at a later point, and it will put it in a nearby chest where there is room. But we do need that, and the wood, as well as that, and that. Everything else, let's see. Does it? Nope, doesn't go anywhere, because none of this exists in any of the other chests. We'll put the bombs away for now. The one to sparking the slush block. And the clay blocks, again, is another thing that needs to disappear on us. All right, then, and we'll put that there as well, like so. Good. Cooking pot is good for stuff when we start fishing, because we actually get a lot of fish from our fishing rather than actually any good items. The other thing I wanted to create was a yo-yo, wooden yo-yo, 9 melee damage. It's actually better than both of our swords, and a little bit better than our spear. Not better than our shurikens, but decently better than a lot of our stuff. So we're actually going to get rid of some of this wood chest. So we're going to put our wooden sword in there. And we're going to put our copper sword in our sundries chest. The spear is a little bit too slow for me, which is unfortunate because it is actually a really good weapon. But like I said, it is a little bit too slow. Right, this is actually getting really, really big now. And eventually we're going to have to create several levels, I think, for this first entry room. Or there'll be other levels below it, which will do different things. This is just going to be our starter area. I think, yeah. Alright, I have made up my mind. No more dithering. I have made up my mind. This is just going to be our starter area. It will eventually fill up with a whole bundle of just stuff and things, all of which will be useful to us, but none of which we will have an incredible amount of room for. I get the little yellow square by pressing Control. This allows me to, see where I can next place stuff. Like the acorns. It means that in these spaces there is enough space for these trees to grow, which is a good thing because we do actually need them to grow. I need more wood. I can't rely on traveling or traversing the world as I know it in hopes of finding trees. Obviously trees abound everywhere in Terraria, but they are a finite resource. They do actually grow fairly slowly. And so I need a fairly steady supply. At some point we will set up areas for the different types of wood as well. In the snow biome you would have seen a different kind of tree again. That is where we will be getting our boreal wood from. Either we will go there and directly plant stuff, or we will create a small snow biome somewhere in the sky. along with a small jungle biome and a few other bits and pieces. We'll be able to get out a few different types of wood. Depending on whether or not we've got the Crimson or the Corruption, we'll either be able to get, well, the red variety, or the variety of wood that Crimson gets us, or I think it's Eben wood from the Corruption. Again, this is another thing I'm gonna have to look at Wikipedia for. The wiki for Terraria is a wonderful place that you should definitely go and check out. It has helped me on many different playthroughs, and it will undoubtedly help you as well. So we get to learn as we go. We need the merchant actually, because I want to start collecting. Part of our quest to collect all the things actually involves us collecting all those little animals you can see running around as well. There are birds, there are little grasshoppers, worms and stuff, and we can put them in little jars and little glass crates, and we can actually have a little menagerie, or a little terrarium, as it were, full of all the different cute little animals. So there'll be bunnies and grasshoppers and squirrels, and there are even butterflies that you can collect as well. All good stuff to have. All right. Now, one of the things we need to make is... Oh, we don't do it. I need to open up our ores chest, I think. Yes. All right, so we need the sawmill. The sawmill is the first thing that we need from this, and we will place you down right here. The sawmill is good. Now, you would have seen we created ourselves some chain. The chain is useful for the sawmill for a number of reasons. Here are the things that we would use. So mannequins and womannequins for our armor sets. We've got our weapon racks for our favorite weapons. We've got item frames. We'll use these for just the standard everyday garden variety, or would even leave them in a chest. Let me know what you think. And so that'll be a thing that we can do. This is the next one that we need, is our loom. The loom is good because it will allow us to create a very important piece of furniture in Terraria. Just looking for some room to place this down. I think, no. Alright, it's not going to show up because it is silly like that. I have to dig those back up again. Oh, I'm such a novice at this game again. God. Sucks. Well, you need to have 3 wide. Alright, and you also need to have a 3 wide area. So we cannot put you there. In fact, we're going to take down that chandelier. That is actually getting a little in the way. This is the other thing that we'll be doing as part of our building. We'll have a large room where everything will be tiered, like so. Oh, that sucks. I probably should have kept all that stone. Alright, this will allow us to do some things like create silk. The one thing we will do is create some white string. We'll put that down there. It'll allow our yo-yo to be just that little bit better. The other thing we need is silk. Lots of silk. Silk will allow us to craft various things like these different banners here. These banners don't really have an effect. They're just purely cosmetic. But the one thing the silk is good for, make sofas out of it. I need to figure out what we need, because the thing we need to think is actually a bed. We need to be able to craft a bed. Oh, look, you just saw a tree grow. It's really good. Rainbow campfires. Nice. Very cute. Other good stuff to have. Goblin battle standard consumes tattered cloth and other bits and pieces. That's coming later date. The thing we're looking for... there it is, the bed. 15 wood and 5 silk. We've got enough for it. What is it made in? Made in a sawmill. We have the sawmill. We were standing next to it. There it is. I am just blind. This will come in handy. We are actually going to set our spawn. We're going to share a room for now with the... we're going to share it with Akbar, not an admiral. Not an Admiral Akbar. And our spawn point, as you can see down there, is now set. Good stuff, good stuff. Right. And the final thing that I want to show you guys is the other thing that I've been using quite a fair bit of is... bound to my E key is that hook that we saw earlier. Let's get rid of you. And it'll allow us to travel over different distances. And also when we are falling, allow us to jump up to things, grapple onto things. It's essentially a grappling hook. As they get better, as the tiers go, they will get better. They'll get longer. They'll get faster. we'll be able to have more than one hook active at once for some of them. I am looking forward to that. It'll help with our building a fair bit, actually. Just put a torch down there. Yes, so good things. Good things will happen as a result of that. And it'll allow us to dig out our elevator just a little bit better as well. So we're going to go up walls like so. Oh, that did not use it. Okay, good, 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 good. Let's use our shurikens again. And we can also collect these guys, the little fireflies as well. Alright, I'm going to take some time here. I will dig out a little bit more room, see if we can get a few more of the NPCs to sort of appear, finish off building, do a little bit more exploring on the left, and we'll come back in the next episode. I'm the Gameblot, this is Terraria, we'll see you in the next one. Later!